Greetings. Now that you tapped in, gratitude for tapping in with Tiff. So, for today's video, I kind of want to give y'all a homework to do. If you have time, quick 5 or 10 minutes. If you got nothing to do later on or some time today, definitely take time to do this exercise. Or do this, I would say a shadow work. But I was doing it recently, well actually a few weeks ago, but I kind of been keeping it in mind because I thought it'd be cool to bring it to you guys to do as well. So basically the homework or the shadow work that I want you guys to do, that I'm hoping you guys will do, write a letter to your soul, your inner child, and your higher self. But I'm going to definitely come with a little information and a little message along with it. So, your soul, the spiritual or immaterial part of a human being or animal in individual life. Basically, your whole being, your whole existence, everything that makes you, you. Just to break it down, you. Not the material side of yourself, as I said with the exact definition of it, the immaterial part of self. Attachment to material is detachment from spirit. Basically, when we're speaking of soul, when I mention soul, when you hear soul, think of everything that makes you, you, but not the material side of yourself, not the vessel that you walk in or this meat card, not the physical side of yourself. So basically, I kind of want to break down every part of the letter that you're going to write because I really want people to understand what soul is, who exactly or what exactly soul is, what exactly your inner child is, and how your self is. But get to know self, honor self, allow yourself to freely be yourself authentically. And I want to stress so much honoring self and keeping in mind honoring self when you write this letter to your soul, because we should do that every day. Put ourselves first, honor ourselves, show gratitude to ourselves and our souls. Really take the time to love on ourselves and pour into ourselves. Inner child, a person's supposed original or true self. I don't like that definition, but suppressed memory or experiences connected to childhood. Inner child, basically that childlike side of yourself. Basically the childlike version of yourself, the version of yourself as a child. Your inner child can hold unresolved trauma that manifests within our present lives as adults. It's important to heal past trauma because the inner child energy will assist with elevation and connecting to spirit, but also self. That inner child self also holds the forgiving energy that we should hold, the free-spirited part of us that feels and experiences life as a child. But what I want to touch on deeply is basically how I said that unresolved trauma can manifest into our present lives as adults. Basically, past elements can influence this current life, this present side of ourselves. So to be able to heal properly, to be able to understand your soul, to be able to understand self, you have to start with your inner child. And a lot of people think like, oh, I'm an adult now. Oh, what happened to me in the past or as a child, I just brushed it off. It's whatever. It's not affecting me. It affects you. It influences your life in some way, even if you don't realize it, even if it's in the most minute or small way. You still have to heal every part of your inner child. And really, what I do, one exercise that I do to heal my inner child, I will literally visualize myself as a child, and visually, telepathically, I will speak to my inner child. I will hold my inner child if I need to. I mean, you gotta pull yourself out of your comfort zones, but find ways to truly heal yourself, every part of yourself. So it's definitely important to learn each aspect and to really understand how it connects to your present self and why it's important to pour into those sides of yourself, your soul, your inner child, your higher self. It contributes to your elevation in this present day. It contributes to you activating your gifts, you connecting with spirit in every way. If you're trying to elevate in your journey, it starts with healing. Higher self. Most evolved and purest aspect of your being, true nature, authentic self, higher level than the soul. Higher self, basically, as I said, higher level than the soul. The spiritual potential that we have access to. The part of us that exists beyond the physical and ego. So, the importance of tapping into higher self, but to go deeper into what higher self is. Our highest potential, just to sum it up in a few words, but lack of better words, highest potential. That side of ourselves that we strive to be. If we make a mistake or we go through a lesson or we have a hiccup and we learn the lesson and we tell ourselves, okay, if it happened again, I'm not going to let this happen. Or, okay, I know what to do this time. It's like that aspect or part of ourselves that's gained wisdom, that's gone through experiences to where you've mastered being at the highest point of your potential. But also, for some reason, I feel drawn to say that I feel drawn to say, but also kind of speaking the spirit and channeling, I kind of question myself like, I wonder if past versions of ourselves have in some way a connection to our higher self. Because not only has my higher self been revealed to me, but also past versions of myself. But in a way, they seem like higher selves because of the guidance or downloads that I received from them. Anyway, but higher self is basically highest spiritual potential, highest version of self. It's important to even understand and to lean into the access that we have or the connection that we have to our higher selves, because it can assist in present day in a big way. guidance, understanding present self more, having access to certain ways of healing, or understanding our triggers, or understanding how we need to elevate, or understanding even past selves or parts of our higher selves, so that we can navigate in this present life or lifetime is imperative. But also it's fulfilling, just mastering that connection, making that connection to your higher self. Because with every day, in each and every way you start to see, the more that you connect with your higher self, the more that you start to walk within that power, the more that you start to walk within that energy. So with all of this, I basically just, want to bring out a little assignment or homework to go ahead and write that letter to your soul, your inner child, and your higher self. Because with everything I brought recently, as far as shadow work, activating your gifts, all of this is important, and the steps that I've had to take in the beginning of my journey to get to the point that I'm at now. So, gratitude for tapping in, and I hope everyone has a blissful night or day. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this, but gratitude.